Hey everybody, it's Bill and I'm back. I just got tagged by Tim over at the Black and Tan channel to answer some questions. And since the boat launches are all flooded out up there at Kerr Lake, so I can't go fishing today, figured I'd just take a little walk and answer these questions with you all. Need to mow. It's been raining so much. The yard's just, look at it, look at how wet it is, and this red mud is just slick as can be. I can't mow or my mower slides down into the ditch and gets stuck in the ditch. So I need a day or two of no rain for things to dry out a little bit, and then I'll get it done. So anyway, let's address these questions. All right, first one. What is your full name? All right. Well, my full name is William Stanford Rich Jr. I sound like some kind of British nobleman or something, don't I? But joke's on you. I'm just a country boy that lives in a trailer park. All right. Number 2, how many siblings do you have? Well, pretty common here in America that your parents about half likely to have been married before, and that's the case with me. Both of my parents were married before they got married to each other, and I have an older sister from my dad's first marriage. Her name's Rita, and I have 2 older brothers from my mom's first marriage, and their names are Bobby and Mike. And I would have had an older sister from my mom and dad, but she was stillborn, unfortunately, a few years before I was born. Okay, were you close to your cousins growing up? Well, I did have a cousin or 2 that I was, I guess you could say, closer than the rest. But that was mostly, see, I was raised down in Florida. And all my family was up here in North Carolina. So that's going to come back again on the next question. But I wasn't around them much. I mean, we would come maybe once every 2 or 3 years up to visit, and that was really it. So I wasn't around them to get real close to them. And the next question, like I just said, it runs right into that. Did you have a special relationship with your grandparents? Well, no, I never really had the opportunity. Again, because I was raised in Florida. My grandparents were all up here in North Carolina. And by the time I was old enough to know better, to really, develop a relationship with anybody, they were dead. My grandparents. My parents are older because they had been married, both had been married before they got married to each other. So anyway, let's move on. Did you enjoy high school? I certainly did. I was in the band in high school. And man, did we have a ball in that band. I had some good friends, and we would cut up and just have a lot of fun at the ball games and stuff like that. So yes, because I had good friends in the band and whatnot, I really enjoyed high school. What are your hobbies? Okay, well, obviously fishing. And along with fishing goes YouTube, because of my YouTube channel. When you make boring fishing videos, the only way you can try to maintain your YouTube channel and get it to grow is to make sure you're supporting other people on YouTube that are in turn supporting you. It's just kind of a mutual thing. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. And some of you may not know this and may find it a shock, But when I go watch your videos, I actually watch 100% of the video, including ads. Support is real support when it comes from me. I don't watch 30 seconds, make a comment, and bail out and go on to the next one. Just as an FYI to you people that are listening. Okay. Oh, and music, right. Music is a big hobby of mine. I love music. I love to listen to it, and I love to play it too. All right. What do you do to relieve stress? Well, that plays right back into the last one. Fishing and music, they both have a calming effect on me and allow me to wind down and just kind of forget about the chaos in the world. What is your favorite movie? Okay, my favorite movie of all time was Forrest Gump. And that was mostly because just about any emotion you can imagine, you felt it in that movie. And I think Tom Hanks did a fantastic job of acting and playing the role of Forrest Gump. That said, I want to put in a little disclaimer here. I no longer support Hollyweird in any way, shape, or form. I don't watch movies. I don't even watch them on TV because I don't want them getting ad revenue from me. They have turned so crazy, wackadoodle, anti-American that I just cannot support them anymore. Sorry if you feel differently, but that's just how I feel. All right, what is your favorite book? Okay, I thought about this for a long time, and the answer I'm going to have to give, somebody lost a washcloth. The answer I'm going to have to give is I don't have a favorite book. I'm not exaggerating when I say I've probably read 200 or more fantasy novels, and I've enjoyed them all. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tell you my favorite fantasy series. And that was a series called The Wheel of Time by an author named Robert Jordan. And if you like fantasy type stories, you might check it out sometime. I mean, it's very long. The books are over 500 pages a piece, and there's like 8 or 9 books in the series, something like that. But it's really good, really enjoyable. Was for me anyway. And a lot of other people I know agree with me because it's a very highly acclaimed series. All right. Tim, what's your thing on a stormy day? Well, my answer is going to be the same as Tim, basically. It's YouTube. If it's a stormy day and I'm stuck inside, I'm probably going to be on YouTube. Of course, I'm probably on YouTube any day if I'm not out fishing. All right, what do you do on a perfect day? Duh, I go fishing, if I can. Sometimes I have appointments, or Mama has appointments. Most of the time it's Mom. Sometimes I feel like I'm taking her to a different doctor every week. It's not quite that bad, but I mean, she's going to be 88 years old in September, and they had to keep close eye on her. You know, she's diabetic and different things, so it's always one appointment or another. All right, big city or small town? Small town. Or, if I wasn't living in a small town, I wouldn't mind living in a rural area outside with a big city close by. Because then you kind of get the best of everything, right? You can go do your shopping at the fancy stores and stuff at the big city, or the really nice restaurants and stuff, if that's your thing, they've got them. but you're out kind of in the country in the rural area and you're not all packed in, jammed up real tight together. I don't like that jammed in tight together stuff. All right. What do you want to do? I think the question actually said when the shite is over, but I think that means the COVID-19 garbage that's going on right now. And I had to think about this one too, because here in North Carolina, we did have the stay-at-home order from the governor, Roy Cooper, which, as I have to admit, as a liberal, he hasn't been too bad now. I got to give him a little bit of credit. He did let us get out and go do our grocery shopping or go outdoor activities like, hiking and fishing and things like that. So good on you, Roy Cooper. Thank you for not forcing us to stay locked up inside all the time. And it's pretty funny, even though he's allowed us to get out and do some things, just as long as we maintain social distancing, North Carolina, especially here in my county where I live, really hasn't had a bad outbreak of that COVID, and very, very few deaths. Last time I checked, we had maybe 4 deaths. And then, I don't know, population, Alamance County, I want to say the population's, somewhere up around 300,000 or 400,000 people in the county. So that's not too bad. But my answer to this, after doing a lot of thinking about it, and I just rambled a whole lot to answer that question, didn't I? My answer was, because my life wasn't changed a whole heck of a bunch, the biggest difference was I had to go fishing by myself. We weren't allowed to have anybody in the boat with us that was not family. Or basically, they had to be quarantined with you in order for you to be allowed to take them out in the boat with you. You know what I mean? Somebody you were already around all the time anyway. So I've been kind of out there by myself with the few times that I have had a chance to go since this thing started up. I've been alone. And I like to go fishing alone. I actually enjoy it quite a bit. I enjoy the peace and the solitude, the quiet. But sometimes that's boring. You like to have somebody to talk to help pass the time. Like the last time I went fishing, somebody commented and said something about I was good or something, good at fishing or something like that. And I said, man, I was out there 8 hours to catch those fish. There's a lot of dead time out there when you're just sitting there and nothing's going on a day like that. It's nice to have somebody else with you to just to have fun, joking and cutting up with and whatnot. So I do look forward to being able to bring Russ fishing with me again. See, looking down in that ditch right there. See the water? That's the way it's been around here this spring. It's wet, 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 wet. Rain, rain, rain. Hopefully it'll stop and back off and allow the lakes to go back down some so I can get back to fishing again soon. Y'all see that? Those are frog eggs down in this puddle. That's how long the puddle's been here. The frogs have come in and laid eggs in it. That's how much rain we've had. It just will not dry out. Probably gonna have a bumper crop of mosquitoes this year too. The blackberries need a little more time, don't they? They're still pretty red. Looks like maybe in about a week or two, they might be ready to start picking. More blackberries. There's some that's starting to kind of get a little bit ripe. I don't know what them purple flowers are, but they're pretty. I know it's not manly to like the color purple, but I always have liked the color purple. I don't know why. I just think it's pretty. There you go, Tim. Some bumblebee footage for you. What kind of bumblebee is that? You're the bumblebee expert. Maybe you'll come up to the top. Give us a better look. Come on up here, bumblebee. It's a big one, isn't it? Very big. Very, very big bumblebee. Let's see, and I'm supposed to tag somebody else. Well, it says tag 3 to 5 people. I'm gonna say it like this. I couldn't really think of anybody that I wanted to tag or would, let me say this. I couldn't think of anybody that I either felt like I didn't already know the answers to these and would like to know the answers to them, because a lot of people that I'm subscribed to and are subscribed to me have already been tagged with one of these kind of things here recently. It's been going on a lot with this COVID-19 going on. Everybody's stuck at home and bored, so there's a lot of these tags going on. And then some of the people that I would be interested in their answers, well, some of them don't even speak English, so I wouldn't know what their answers were even if they did understand what I was saying in my video tagging them. You know what I mean? And if they did, in fact, you know, follow through on the tag and answer the questions themselves, I wouldn't know their answers. so there's just not, I just can't think of anybody off the top of my head at all that I want to tag for this thing. But I will leave the invitation open to anybody and everybody out there that is subscribed to me. If you see this and if you feel compelled to answer these questions yourself, by all means, do so. Have fun with it. Some of these questions can produce some pretty interesting answers, I would imagine, from some people. I'm just a boring guy. So anyway, that's pretty much it. Y'all can tell I'm out of shape. I'm breathing hard just from walking, and I'm not even walking fast. Need to do some more of this exercise stuff. Let me flip you around so I can address you properly. So until I can get out there and do some fishing again and make another video, you all take care. I appreciate you coming by and listening to this nonsense for a while with me. And I hope you all have a fantastic day, especially you fathers out there, because this is Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all of you. Y'all take care.